Pra eu morar na família.
Tá bom, pode deixar.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Cafu showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Messi, he's going for goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Peru with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he cuts out the supply. And here's Hullet. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Roberto Carlos. Very nicely done. Hullet. Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's looking wide. Romario is wide and looking to get onto this. Check claims it. Could move up a gear here. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Zico. That is lovely. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Roberto Carlos.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
Cafu. Zico. And he'll shoot here. Goal! Uruguay! And Uruguay take the lead. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Hullet takes control of it and he's on the move. Nesta. And the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Big header! Tries to get it clear. And it's Van Dijk. Great hit! And now they can spring out of defence. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And here's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Defending was strong and firm. And here's Hullet. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. There's the shot! They've scored! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolute.
Hullet! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, what has happened here? Has a look and place it forward.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's certainly onside here. Nesta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Hullet. And he's made sure that's not getting through. He's got away. Pull it. Now the finish! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Mateus. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can read.
And pull it! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Romario and Mateus. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos! Same again, same outcome.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Looking for the runner, and here's Roberto Carlos. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that'll be the last act of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Uruguay sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
Cambio en Uruguay. Entrada al campo.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Roberto Carlos. Uruguay come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Ruben Dias. Now it's Messi. And Messi! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. That's a decent clearance. Now it's Hullet. Roberto Carlos. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Spread it left. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Zico. Vieira tries to clear. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Thuram gets it away. Corner number 2 then. He gets big! Uruguay are looking to go forward now.
Carlos really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Peru are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Gently done. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems.
Cambio en Uruguay. Número 10, Messi. Entra en cambio.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's had a shot! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. No, again, there's no way through. And here's Mbappe. And he's in on the shapes to shoot! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they are cruising away. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A case now of complete control. Now it's Messi. Well read, and the danger is averted. And here's Roberto Carlos. Yamal. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Peru have reclaimed it. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Driving forward.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, the shot could be on here. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Costa Curta has been sent off. It was deemed a professional foul.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament. Messi ready to try one. He's in here! He is just criminating her!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Neymar. Great chance! Goal! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Uruguay are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Roberto Carlos. Deco. That is a great ball. Oh, just skip. Oh, shooting chance! He scores! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Peru are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
They're still trying to make a game of this. And it's Ronaldinho. And the referee brings it to a close. Uruguay really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And already we're underway here.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Cafu. Zico. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, Red, nice interception. Vieira is sporting a guilty look after that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Peru with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, what a climb! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Gives it back.
Yeah, probably the best option. It had to go back.
And it's Roberto Carlos. So Dida between the sticks for this one, widely recognised, as we all know, Jim, to be one of the great keepers from Brazil.
The big easy for me. There was indeed a time in his career where he was considered as being one of the best, Peter, if not the very best. You don't have a career like his unless you're quite special.
Messi. Vieira, a player of legendary status. Quarter of an hour played. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Peru! That was a given. It always was.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
Peru climbs up big! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
In he goes again! Decent enough try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Roberto Carlos. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That's a throw. Zico.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now that's well seen too. Vieira. And here's Hullet. That is a great ball. And here's Roberto Carlos. And that's been won straight back.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top. Oh, what has happened here? Opts to play it back. He's going for goal! And that is wildly off target.
Vieira knew immediately he didn't catch that to his liking, and his face was a picture of dissatisfaction.
Uruguay finding their passes.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Now the finish! And he's following up! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Vieira. Cafu. Zico. Nicely aimed pass. Passing nice and neat. Messi!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, super ball. It's Roberto Carlos! Superb goal! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? There's such an...
Decent hit!
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Cafu. White.
This is the time you need that pace.
There's the whistle for half-time. Uruguay come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Cambio en Uruguay.
Uruguay have ultimately had the better of things in the first half. Ahead by the odd goal in 3. It is, of course, far from 1. Both managers in pensive mood as they head down the tunnel. It is 2-1 here at half-time. And the game has already resumed here.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Mateus. Hits one! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Roberto Carlos showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Roberto Carlos! He scored! And this is getting better and better. That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Uruguay take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
And it's Hullet. And here's Romario. The ball has bounced loose now. Can he spark a counter here? Cleared without complication. There to retrieve it. Peru are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty...
And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the keeper's got it again. There could be trouble here. He's one-on-one! Oh, look at the space here. He's had a shot! They've done it! Back to within one! Interesting! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Peru get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Ruben Dias.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Short changes him with that pass. Dida deals with it effortlessly.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. And it's been... There's the hit! He has done it!
Uruguay clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Cambio en Uruguay. Número 10.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
Beckenbauer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Nesta is there to clear. Ronaldinho. Maldini. And that could set him on his way. Has a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Oh, smashing header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nesta. And it's Maldini. Could move up a gear here. Rummenigge. Mbappe. Deco. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Deco. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Serginho did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
You just can't argue with the referee there, Peter. He spelt it out for him earlier.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Mbappe looking understandably energised after his goal. Beckenbauer. Roberto Carlos. He's shifting through the gears here. And Serginho. Ronaldinho. And he's onside. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Messi. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Roberto Carlos. Keeper has taken decisive action. And here's Roberto Carlos. That is good. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Uruguay have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, the river provides a beautiful backdrop to this hugely impressive arena filled with 50,000 fans or more from Internacional. And you have to love their noise, their colour, their choreography. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Now it's Messi. No, he's not getting past him there. Nice sequence of passes, this. Now it's Hullet. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. No, not quite.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
That's very neat. Turns and goes back. And it's Hullet. Back into the middle.
Although really added the width there.
He rises! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Otto. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Hullet. And Hullet! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Such sharp play, and he's been looking so good this half, and yet he doesn't convert. It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
He's not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free kicks.
Del Piero. It's gone for a throw-in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Zico powering forward here. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Zico was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Still goalless. And here's the chance to counter. Cafu. Oh, he's only too happy to take that back. He's had a shot! Goal! Uruguay! First blood drawn. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Cafu. Seedorf wins the duel this time.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Internacional with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's got the shot away! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Seedorf brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
And it's Roberto Carlos. And claimed it back swiftly.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Uruguay clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Del Piero. Looking for options for movement. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. In towards the back stick. And the keeper's in command. The message is clear, none shall pass. Gullit! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Gullit really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Vieira clears it away. He's a sharp little ball here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Gullit. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Gullit. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Roberto Carlos. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. And the whistle goes for half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. It's the game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Uruguay, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Substituição em andamento.
And we're underway again.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open.
Chance! Well, there was a decent attempt in the end.
Rummenigge really had to do more with such a good ball. It goes down as avoidable waste.
And it's Del Piero. Thuram gets over and intercepts. He is through here. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in. International on level. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. Rummenigge. Oh, great play. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a
terrific header. Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Substituição.
Uruguay are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. But they've got it again. Ronaldinho. Now it's Hullet.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
There's the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Del Piero clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 3 coming up. Big header!
Público presente na
Fair
partida
attempt,
de hoje.
just the wrong outcome.
60.810
I don't need to tell you he got underneath it, and there's only one place it can go.
Rummenigge, Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Mbappe. Ambrosini.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Gets a good foot in there. Uruguay are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. That is good strength. Thuram gets across to intercept that. And here's Messi. Otto picks it up out wide. Up he goes! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Rummenigge. That's a sharp pass. Ambrosini. And it's Del Piero. The fullback is in acres of space here.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Ronaldinho. Mbappe is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Now that's well seen too. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Internacional have got it back and they'll have another go. Shot a goal! Ronaldinho.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
He's in a great position. Roberto Carlos could try cutting inside here.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Substituição no time do Internacional. Camisa 2, camisa 23, camisa 7, camisa 8, camisa 19.
Well, it's Batistuta, and he's managed to get free.
Camisa 4, camisa 17, camisa
Batistuta.
10, Ronaldinho.
Pull it.
Camisa 11.
Named. Great chance!
Camisa 20.
That's a real chance missed.
Neymar fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Oh, what a climb! Oh, should have put that away. Just eases him off the ball. 5 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
All hands on deck for this one. Thuram getting this one clear.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Costa Curta with a fine tackle. Desperate defending required here. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Uruguay have the chance to go the other way. And he's intervened well there. Buffon sends that a long way. And it's Neymar. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And here's Neymar. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. And here's Ronaldinho. Beckenbauer. Messi. Rummenigge. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's the goalkeeper's to claim. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and